Today we are reading a book called A Wild Ride. Max, Cat and Tiger turned the dials on their watches and the micro friends were in their tent. They were arguing about what to do. Never do arguing. Let's go on a mini beast hunt, said Ant. Oh no, not that again, groaned Cat. I am bored with that. Me too, said Tiger. I want to do something fun. Suddenly they heard strange noises. What's that? Said Max. That means asked Max. They peered out of the window. It's raining, said Cat, and the raindrops are huge. The den stayed snug and dry, but the path outside was soon full of water. It's just like a river. If only we had a boat or raft. Raft is familiar or brothers, you can say, with a boat. Max looked around at all the things they had in the tent. We could always build one, he said. Max tied some pencils together with a string. Cat found a spoon to use as a paddle and made life jackets out of cork. Tiger made helmets out of acorn shells. What a great raft, said Max. Is everybody ready? You bet, shouted Tiger. Let's go! Oh my gosh, I think I'm going to stand up. Okay. What a great raft, said Max. Is everybody ready? You bet! Let's go! They pushed the raft out of their den. Water gushed along the path. The micro-friends climbed onto their raft. Hold on tight, cried Max. Whoosh! The raft whizzed around the path. Before long they came and flew over it. They landed with a huge splash. They flew over the next step. Splash! Then the next splash. Then the next splash. The raft was going faster and faster. I'm not sure I like this anymore, moaned Cat. Nor me, said Tiger. I feel sick, groaned Ant. Don't worry, said Max. I'll try and slow us down. The current was strong. The raft flew over yet another step. Splash! Then another, and the biggest and last splash! Max gave a sigh of relief and looked up. Then he felt sick as well. The raft was heading for a fence right around the edge of the pond. The fence was loomed up ahead of them. There were curves between the metal bars, but they weren't wide enough for the raft. So it's like that wide, while the raft is as wide as my legs. and the fence was only as wide as the gap between my legs. That's very small. Yeah. The fence loomed up ahead of them. There were gaps between the metal bars, but they weren't wide enough for the raft. Ah! Screamed Tiger. We're doomed! We'll have to jump, shouted Max. The raft was now skimming across the grass. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Max, Cat and Tiger jumped clear, but Ant was too scared to let go. He clung onto the raft. Help! Cried Ant. I can't look, said Cat. Cat and Tiger. The raft hit the fence with a crash and broke. Ant held on to the last few pencils. Help! He flew through the gap of the fence and skimmed across the pond. The pencils landed on a small island in the middle of the pond, and was thrown off into the sticky mud. Okay, let me just flip the page back. I missed this page. Ant, yelled Cat. Are you okay? Ant got to his feet and waved. Phew, said Max. Now all we have to do is get Max. Said Max. Phew, said Max. Now all we have to do is get him back. Tiger looked around at the broken raft. How are we going to do that, Max? Cat looked around across the pond. Poor Ant seemed to be smaller than ever. She saw something move past in the water. A giant shadow swam past. I think we need a bigger raft. And the end. And now for the blurb. It's a rainy day. The micro friends decide to make a raft. They are in for a very wild ride. You just heard about the wild ride.